Imagine hosting an Orthodox Jew, a devout Muslim, a strict Hindu, a Mahayana Buddhist, and a Jain at the exact same dinner table. If even a single guest cannot consume the food without committing a spiritual violation, the communion fails structurally. The early Christians actively engineered communal meals to bypass the strict social hierarchies of the Greco-Roman world. Documented in ancient texts like the Didache, they called this practice the Agape feast. While that ancient meal successfully bridged Roman social classes, applying standard modern hospitality to multi-faith environments collapses the moment strict purity laws intersect. To host successfully in this environment, we must establish the 0-point feast. This is a carefully calculated dietary baseline designed to satisfy the maximum thresholds of global religious jurisprudence simultaneously. True hospitality does not mean asking everyone to share a generic vegetarian dish. It means proactively mapping the absolute ritual boundaries of your guests, engineering a physical space where no one is forced to compromise their faith to belong. Step 1 is drafting the menu by running our potential ingredients through a convergence matrix, stripping the food down to the lowest common denominator of universal purity. This diagram maps constraints. Islamic halal eliminates pork, blood, and alcohol. Jewish kashrut removes shellfish and mixed dairy and meat. Overlapping dharmic requirements, Hindu and Buddhist rules ban fungi and alliums. Absolute Jain ahimsa requires eliminating all root vegetables. You must also actively avoid hidden violations that destroy the matrix. Standard vanilla extract contains trace alcohol, and commercial breads often contain hidden animal fats or non-halal whey powders. The approved ingredient list that survives this process is strictly vegan: above-ground leafy greens, brassicas, gourds, seeds, pure unfermented grains, and oils like olive and coconut. By subjecting your menu to this rigid mathematical elimination, the food achieves universal ritual purity, clearing the first major physical barrier to communion. Step 2 is securing the physical environment. A standard multi-use home kitchen is already ritually compromised. Religious jurisprudence recognizes the spiritual weight of cross-contamination. Under the Jewish laws of Baliya and Islamic najis, physical vessels completely absorb the impure spiritual status of previous meals. The required intervention is absolute. The host must purchase brand new pots, pans, knives, and cooking spoons specifically for this exact meal. They can never have touched a prohibited substance. Preparation surfaces require identical neutralization. You must completely cover all countertops with a brand new, impermeable layer, like heavy-duty aluminum foil or plastic sheeting. A pot you scrubbed clean with soap still holds the spiritual status of whatever you cooked in it last week. Implementing this physical barrier system is vital to the feast's legal integrity. Step 3 is the manual inspection of raw ingredients, particularly leafy greens and grains. Here, washing produce functions as spiritual law. Consuming even a microscopic bug violates both kosher code and the dharmic mandate of ahimsa, or nonviolence. Treating strict dietary laws like casual allergies will cause structural failure. Meticulous microscopic inspection under a bright light is the literal practice of honoring your guests' sacred vows. Step 4 involves setting the table. To completely bypass complex vessel purification laws, we recommend using brand new, high-quality, untreated palm leaf or bamboo plates. We now reach the most precarious moment of the gathering, the opening liturgy. Attempting to lead a generic, inclusive group prayer is a severe miscalculation. Forcing a centralized prayer coerces your guests into tacitly participating in a theology they reject. This triggers explicit religious prohibitions, like shirk in Islam or avodah zarah in Judaism. This visualization illustrates the correct flow of intent. Instead of routing everyone's focus through the host, dedicate the meal horizontally to shared humanity and peace, and call for a unified moment of silence. Creating this structural void of silence allows each guest to observe their own faith's blessing simultaneously. The Muslim guest recites the tasmiyah, the Jewish guest the hamotzi, without compromising the shared community. The result of this rigid preparation is a completely frictionless communal space. It is a table where no one has to ask what is in a dish, and no one is forced to decline a serving. To establish total spiritual comfort in advance, send your guests the complete ingredient list and your exact kitchen preparation protocol days before they arrive. The modern agape feast achieves true communion. You build unity not by forcing people to assimilate, but through the rigorous, calculated respect of their absolute boundaries.